Okay, let's solve a sample problem we have here. For a normally consolidated clay soil, the following values are given. So, we have a table here. Given dito yung void ratio ng soil sample and its corresponding hydraulic conductivity in centimeter per seconds. And we are required to compute for these unknown requirements. We have the value of DEN, the constant value of C3, the hydraulic conductivity of the clay, at the void ratio of 0.75 using this formula. Actually, for this problem, kahit hindi binigay yung formula, dapat alam mo mismo na ito yung gagamiting formula. Dahil, for this problem, this is regarding empirical relationship for hydraulic conductivity. Na kapag binigay mismo yung kind of soil sample na ginamit sa observation natin, malalaman natin mismo anong formula ang gagamitin. And for a normally consolidated clay soil, yung formula ni Samarasinghe, Wang, and Dernievich ang gagamitin, which is this formula. So, to solve, first, rewrite muna natin yung given table. If the value void ratio is 1.1, its corresponding K is 0.302 times 10 raised to negative 7. If the value void ratio is 0.9, K is 0.12 times 10 raised to negative 7. And then, sa later part, mismo ng ating unknown parameter, we are required to compute for the value of hydraulic conductivity if the void ratio becomes 0.75. And for you to get this, papansin sa formula, yung K natin is always directly proportional to the value of void ratio of soil. Na kapag bumababa mismo yung value ng E, bababa din mismo yung value ng hydraulic conductivity. And then, vice versa. Kapag tumaas yung value ng E, tataas din mismo yung value ng hydraulic conductivity natin. So, solve first for the value of the constant value of N and constant value of C3. Since sinabing constant, hindi siya nagbabago. If the value of N is 0.5 in the first value, the value of N is also 0.5 in the second value, and so on. Magbago man mismo yung value ng E at saka K, yung value ng N at saka C3 ay hindi nagbabago. So, ibig sabihin nun, we can equate yung value ng C3 sa first values natin, and then yung value ng C3 sa second values, and so on. Same with N. We can equate N sa ating first values, and then yung ating value ng N dito sa ating second values. So, using the formula indicated in the problem, K equivalent to C3 e raised to N over 1 plus E. Let's equate yung values ng kanilang C3 since constant yon. Kunin natin yung formula ng C3 by cross multiplication. C3 is equivalent to K 1 plus E raised to N. So, by equating, C3 is equivalent to C3. C3 ng first values, then equivalent to C3 ng second values. But C3 is K 1 plus E raised to N, equivalent to K 1 plus E ng E raised to N. This is for the parameter of a void ratio of 1.1, and this is for the parameters of the soil with a void ratio of 0.9. So, substituting, the K is 0.302 times 10 raised to negative 7, 1 plus E, first values, muna tayo, 1.1 over 1.1 raised to N, equivalent to parameter naman ni second values, which is parameter mismo ng void ratio of 0.9. K is 0.12, 1 plus 0.90 over 0.90 raised to N. And we have a 1 unknown. So, we can use our calculator to solve that. That is by shift solve. So, computing, we can get a value of constant N, which is equivalent to 5.098. And that is unitless or dimensionless. And that is our first requirement. Second requirement is C3. Makukuha natin yung value ng C3 using this formula or using this formula. Parehas lang. Pwede natin gamitin mismo yung parameter ng first values natin or the second values. So, computing C3, that is K multiplied by 1 plus E over E raised to N. Substitute natin yung value ng unang binigay. C3 is equivalent to K, 0.302 times 10 raised to negative 7, 1 plus 1.1 over E, 1.1 raised to N. The computed N is 5.098. And we can get a value of C3, 3.901 times 10 raised to negative 8, and that is centimeter per seconds. And that is our second unknown. And then, the third requirement po, pwede natin makuha yung K at a void ratio of 0.75 using this formula. Meron na tayong constant value ni C3, constant value ni N, and then the void ratio which is 0.75. So, direct substitution na yon. We have K, C3 is 3.901 times 10 raised to negative 8 centimeter per seconds multiplied by E. The value of E is 0.75 raised to N, 5.098 over 1 plus a void ratio of 0.75. Computing for the value of hydraulic conductivity, we have 5.14 times 10 raised to negative 9 centimeter per seconds, the value of the third requirement. Kung i-check natin, sabi nga natin kanina, the value of K is directly proportional to the value of E. So, ibig sabihin, since lumit yung value ng E dito, naging 0.75, dapat, yung makukuha natin value ng K dito is lesser than these two values. So, since negative 9 yung ating exponent, this is less than these two values. And that is our requirements for this problem.